Well, I won this, I won a mold, let's see, with a set of handles and I think a t-shirt with the, what the heck was it? The Liberty Tree on it. Medium, by the way. I haven't got that yet. But this is what came. When you... Poor old Scotsman, he works his butt off and he tries to please everybody. But I picked a bullet for a reason, because it only had one lube groove. These are basically for like powder coating and for the Alox Lee lube that you shake around, and then they tell you how good it is because it's supposed to coat everything. Well, Fuzzy don't think that way. Fuzzy thinks that, let's see, how do they say it here? Traditional bullet lubing methods of placing lube only in the grooves are inferior to the modern method of coating the entire bullet with Lee liquid Alox. This places lube where it's needed, on the surface that rubs up against the bore. Well, here's what Fuzzy thinks of that. You see how these lubes are? You still have to resize the bullet. When you resize the bullet with that little bit of Alox lube that Lee has for shaking it up, you're going to scrape it off with the resizer. And you're going to scrape it off with powder coating too. So you may only have 1,006. Well, you know, it might work, you know, it's all fine and good. But like I said, to each their own. You know, I do things with the traditional lube, and I mean, everybody's got their own little quirks about them, and I'm just not a powder coating person. I'm not a Lee Alox shaken up in a bag thing. It's just not Fuzzy. You know, that's their squirt it in there and shake it all up, swirl it around, do the hokey pokey, you know, that thing. But anyway, it came today. I was really excited until I opened it up and I go, it's not quite what I wanted. If you notice, this is the 124 TC. Okay? Now, here's what I wanted. I'll show you the difference as soon as I get it up there. This is what I wanted, the 120 TC 9mm. There's a reason. Let me zoom this in. See, you've only got one groove. Now the profile that they sent, I mean, that's all fine and good. But the bullet I wanted has one groove only because I'm a traditional type person. I'm also a cheap date. I could have been just as happy with a 2-cavity, but when I got on Midway looking around for it, I couldn't find a 2-cavity, or I would have been just as happy. Anyway, I can't use it anyway. I don't have the handles. But anyway, when you're looking at Lee, they used to only make them with your one groove thing there. Things were all good and happy, but the new stuff that they're coming out with, Lee better wise up just a little bit about this lube stuff, because there's a whole lot of old-fashioned guys out there who still use the traditional method of lubing their bullets with the RCBS resizer, lube resizer, or the Lyman lubing resizer. We're kind of set in our ways. We're old and tired, and but anyway, I got it today, and like I was happy. I mean, I went to the mailbox, and here's this long package in there. I go, thank you, Scotsman, and thank everybody who donated to that giveaway. I mean, that was a very big giveaway for such little work. You know, make us work harder for it the next time. But anyway, we got Tim up over 1,000. And that was the whole thing. I mean, we'd have done it for nothing. All I had to do is put the word out. That's just the way the community is. So anyway, guys, keep that stuff in mind when you're looking for bullets and stuff. You know what you're going to do. Think of how you're going to lube it, because you may not always have your powder coating available to you. And then where do you go? You're going back to using what's that called? Crisco grease. You know, get that stuff in the can and smear the grooves and let her go like buffalo grease. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. But the mold did come.